Hi, I'm Aaryn,
And I'm Asia.
and I'm known as Pretty Little Barber,
And I'm known as Asia J Cuts.
and this is Cutting Up Daily.
Because it's our daily conversation.
Yeah, just what the game needed.
Today, I want to talk to you guys all about hard work and dedication.
About the hours you put into your classes, about the hours you put into the shop, just many of different roads you got to go down, and you just got to stay dedicated.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Sometimes you're not going to want to do it. Sometimes you're not going to feel like it, but in the end, it all pays off.
And we have talked about this in earlier episodes, but we really wanted to go into details about being dedicated to this industry.
And what that actually looks like.
So I want to start by just attending school. Again, like we said, barber school and cosmetology school is from 1,600 to 1,500 hours. You got to put in days.
And depending on what state you're in, you could have to put in more hours. So yeah, just check your local state to see what the requirements are. But yeah, that's a lot of hours to put in.
And just say I'm a barber, but I honestly do want to go back to school and get my cosmetology license. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to have to, and it's been 10 years. So,
that you were in school.
Yeah. So
that's going to be fun. It's like learning something new then.
That's kind of,
I'm starting over.
So just calling schools to see if they have the crossover program. And with the crossover program, it's probably 400 hours.
I know for crossover from barbering and cosmetology, I think it's 200.
Okay.
250. So if you're doing a crossover program, it's really not that much. But then again, depending on the phase of your life that you're in, how long it'll take you. Because if you're not going full time, then it's after work or after school or whatever it is that you do on a daily basis. So.
And that's leading back to hard work and dedication. Because I have to go to school and I'm still have to cut my clients, go to work. So, I got to put in these hours.
And I think a lot of people get into our business because it's I need something to do, so I'm going to go do hair. That's easy. But if you're not dedicated to this shit, you're not going to make it because it is a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hours. It's sometimes that you put in 100 hours and don't even have $100. So the dedication is real, and you really have to see that vision. You have to see it, even if it's not in your face. You have to know, when I get on the other side of all of this work, everything that I see is on that side. So that's what having faith is, and having vision, and having tunnel vision at that, because so many things and so many people come at you in life to derail you and throw you off. And some things come to you all packaged up in glitter and gold, and then once you get it, it's I didn't want this, or this is not what I thought it was, or sometimes you get exactly what you want and it's still not what you want.
So you always, again, you gotta put in that hard work. That's even saying female barbers. I have always got questioned, what made you want to become a female barber? Why are you in this industry? Are you really down for this industry, or are you just a pretty face? And
yeah, it's you out here for the dudes or what? It's no, nigga, I really put my time in. I make sure my skills are better than every dude that cuts around me, period. I'm better than the people that helped me from the beginning, because I just knew, I want to be great. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to be the best at it. So that's why I'm I'm going to put my time in. We're going to get these skills up. We're going to cry, but we're going to get through it. And, we're going to grind it out. Our future is literally, in our hands. And we are literally, just scratching the surface of what we can do, and all the possibilities and things that are out there. So this is just exciting. This is a part of being dedicated. We take time out when we don't have clients, and we take time away from our family on the weekends to bring you guys this, but it's something that we actually love to do. So yeah.
And then you got to really put in that work.
Everybody wants to know what hard work looks like, or maybe you do know what it is and you just try to avoid it. But it's literally what separates successful people from everybody else. So successful people, they know what it's like to put in work. They know what it's like to do things when you don't feel like doing it, to get up when you want to lay down, to miss sleep, to miss family events. That's the hard work, and that's where you really have to ask yourself, do I really want it? And am I really gonna put that in? What am I gonna lose to get what I want, basically? What are you gonna sacrifice? And are you willing to sacrifice anything to get what you want.
And also education and asking people for help. Trying to get that knowledge, like, going to classes, like, how can you do this? Calling your mentors, study on YouTube, anything to enhance your skills. Nobody can't define your hard work, and you can't let anybody get to you. You have to just keep forward. And again, like, I have been in the game for a long time, but I'm still learning, and I'm still trying to enhance my skills, and I'm still trying to grow. And it's always room to grow. So you just have to it's no limit to hard work, or it's no timeline. It's like a marathon. You have to keep going. It don't matter how fast you go. Like, you just have to keep striding, you know?
You basically just need to, like, pace yourself, and you need to know what's best for you and, like, your future. And I always say, like, we learn this in the hood, like, you better know yourself. And, like, that really carries weight, because if you know yourself, like, you know how you need to move according to you. Like, so it's not, oh, Asia's doing this, so I'm gonna move like Asia. Because if I move like Asia, then Aaryn's not gonna get what she's supposed to have, because I'm moving like her. So, like, know yourself, know what you need to do for yourself, like, figure out what classes you need to take. You need to find your weaknesses and study those weaknesses, and make sure you're not weak at that. And I always say, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So that goes from whatever is weak inside you to the person that's standing next to you. Like, if it's 5 of y'all, the weakest person in your in your group, brings your whole group down to that level. So you're as weak as that person. So
you have to help them grow.
You gotta
build your team too.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. You gotta have a team. Like, you can't be out here thinking you're gonna get it by yourself. Like, because you're only gonna get so far.
So what does dedication mean to you?
To me, dedication means being absolutely, wholeheartedly, 100% into whatever task or obstacle I'm facing at that moment, and not letting anything deter me from that, knowing that this is what I'm doing, and I'm not doing that, and I'm not doing that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the quality of my focus to something, that's what it means to me.
My life is always going to be connected to barbering and hair.
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah, so me being dedicated every day, you know, I try to enhance something that educate me of this industry, or the study of other barbers. Or I feel like me, you know, being dedicated to this industry, you always have to, like, look up things. You know, You always have to, like, follow what's going on. Like how we said, like, the hair shows
and
the trends and stuff. So me being dedicated is just waking up in the morning.
Yeah, or waking up and making sure you have, like, the best tools, and that you're using the best products for your clients, and that your atmosphere is client friendly, your attitude is client friendly. Like, it's so much more than, oh, I'm a barber, so I got a box of clippers and combs and stuff. It's like, no, my vibe got to be right when people get here, you know? So being dedicated also to my clientele, like, you know, sometimes I need to work with their schedule, or, you know, just like all the little things that go into it, not just the big facade. Or, you know, you see us in here cutting and we look cute, and you see the hot towels, like, all of this stuff was carefully thought out. Like, every detail of my shop I thought about, and I thought about it from my client's perspective. So, and it's, who are you dedicated to? Like, dedicated to what? Dedicated to whom? Like, are you dedicated to bettering yourself? Are you dedicated to improving your clientele? Are you dedicated to your community? Like, who and what are you dedicated to?
I feel like, first off, you have to be dedicated to yourself. You got to find yourself. You got to be focused on your health. And that's a number one thing in the shop too. We got to focus on our health. We stand up all day, structures. We got to, you know, massage our hands. And that's being dedicated to the industry, and being dedicated to, or in working hard within your craft, because the first thing you gotta do is focus on you. So drinking water, making sure your mind is right, because the vibe rubs off on your client. Like she said, you gotta come to work with a positive attitude. And sometimes you're not gonna have all good days, but you know what? You focus on having better days, you know?
Or the good in that day. And also, I think you need to be dedicated to, like, your spirituality, God first, before you even commit to yourself, because that's the person that's going to keep you focused. And do remember that we deal with hundreds of people a week on a daily basis, depending on your clientele. That's 100 and something different spirits that you come into contact with every day. So on that level, if you weak and you got a door open, like you leaving access to yourself to all of these spirits that you come in contact with. And sometimes other people's spirits need to know, like, you can't come up over here. Like, you know, I'm protected. So, like, God first for sure. Like, when you wake up in the morning, get on yourself. Like, do your morning. I like to do a thing called Miracle Morning. It's a podcast. I think they have a book. And it's literally, you might take 5 to 15 minutes in the morning to do something for yourself. So your well-being and your energy and spirits and all of that. And, you know, I'm still learning because I still fall off every now and then. Yeah, so for the most part, like, get right with God and then get right with yourself and then have a career after that. So what would you consider hard work?
Hard work is just keeping up with educating yourself and keeping up with, you know, a good vibe. Because, you know, you can get knocked off every day. Like she was saying, like, you have to stay prayed. I work in a shop where it's consistently, you know, person after person. I get a lot of new clients too. So I have a lot of returning clients and I have a lot of new clients. And how she said you have to watch your clientele, like, and watch the people that's sitting in your chair. Like, you have to cleanse all that energy away from you. And that takes hard work. And then also hard work is me just putting in the time, like, every day. Like, I try to keep going and hit about 10 to 15 heads a day. And I know, like, that's a lot of people, but sometimes I just want to, like, make sure my clientele is happy and keep them coming and make sure my bank account is happy.
I was saying make that money.
Right, and make that money. Sometimes I walk in and be like, shit, I'll see I'm booked up, and I'm like, time to get that work in, time to work hard, you know? And then after that, you have to really, like, again, stay focused on yourself, work out, and stay prayed up, and that's hard work to me. And hard work is me coming here and recording and really trying to set a future for my future kids.
And being consistent.
And being consistent.
Consistent. That is like, let's just be honest, like, people want to paint this facade like it's just easy to get up every day and do shit. It's not. Especially when you got just real life. Especially when you turn 30 and, like, you can feel your back and your knees and shit. Like, when you try to get, like, you can feel it. Like, it hurts. Like, so when you put in all these hours, like, at the end of the day, you feel it. So, like, we really put a toll on our body. So that in itself is dedication.
Right.
Like, for you to physically sacrifice your physical body for your career. Like, that's one hell of a definition of dedication to me.
And I have, you know, had mentors tell me, like, getting your own shop or a blueprint, like, that takes a lot of hard work. And, like, it's not just in a quick second. Like, you really have to, like, get your credit up. You really have to, and I'm not making excuses. Like, some people will say, like, oh, that's an excuse. Like, no, it's like, you can't move fast how everybody wants you to move fast. Like, my hard work is building to having my own shop, like a 7-chair to 15-chair shop or studio. You know, and that takes a lot of hard work because you got to save money. You got to build your credit. You got to pay bills while you're doing all that. You got to enhance your skills. It's just a lot you have to put in, and you have to stay focused and prayed up. Mm-hmm. And that's hard work and dedication.
And a lot of us are mothers, and I only have one baby, and I'm like, okay, this is work. And a lot of people have multiple kids, and a lot of women are single mothers and have no help from their family. So, and just being a woman in general, like, I think, like, women, we got to put in, like, way more time and effort, and, you know, just because we're women and we're mothers and we're nurturers by nature. Like,
so this show is all about, like, education and empowering and, like, just, you know, feeding you some knowledge within the game, but also in life. You know, like, you can look at our show and hard work and dedication over anything, like any field that you do, you know. So you have to stay focused and push yourself. Not push yourself to the limit, but you gotta push yourself and pace yourself, like we said, like a marathon. We just want to feed you all positive energy and spit y'all some real shit.
Yeah, and also have, like, tunnel vision too, because there are some people who, they just kill shit, period. And it's from jump. So, like, you'll look at them and their progress and it's like, damn, like, oh, maybe I'm not doing enough. Like,
Right.
just be dedicated to what you're putting out and know yourself enough to know, like, I'm going at the right pace. And, like, this is good for me.
So we want to thank everybody for tuning in, and please let us know, how do you feel about hard work and dedication. We want you guys to comment below, DM us, follow our Instagram, shout us out.
At Cutting Up Daily. Don't forget to hit that bell next to the subscribe button on YouTube. And don't forget to tip your barber.